Here are the top 10 best new characters that were introduced in 2024. This list will consist of characters from movies that I've only watched. This list will consist of characters that made their first ever appearance in an animated or live action movie, which can also consist of characters that we know well from the comics or animated that made their live action debut. But this list will not consist of characters that were in post-credit scenes that appeared for 5 seconds. That doesn't count to me. So let's get it. In number 10, the Slicer of Worlds, Null from Venom: The Last Dance. Yeah, I know, he was sitting on a chair the whole movie being lazy. But I like his character, I liked his voice in the movie, and I'll definitely like to see him again, but in full effect. In my number 9 spot, this guy, one of the bad guys in Dune Part 2, I think I'm about to mispronounce his name, but Fed Ratha Harukin, or Harnoon. I think Austin Butler did a great job with this character and how he's supposed to act. I'm just not crazy in terms of how this character is personality-wise and etc. But deserving of the top 10. In my number 8 spot, the big man Silva from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I think this is a cool character. I like his voice, imposing, and you don't want to mess with him. In my number 7 spot, Kiros from Mufasa the Lion King. Roar! I think he's a cool looking lion. I like his voice. The only problem I had with him was when he first started singing in the movie. I thought he was losing aura in that scene, but other than that, good. In my number 6 spot, Shimu from Godzilla Kong the New Empire. Isn't she such a cutie patookie pookie bear, if you remember? But nah, this is a cool titan, very powerful, and I'd like to see more of her. Cracking the top 5 in my 5th spot, we got Dementus from Furiosa Mad Max Saga. Now, I like Chris Hemsworth, and I think he did a great job as Dementus. I like Dementus, he was entertaining, and he was in a good movie. In the 4th spot, the Chameleon from Kung Fu Panda 4. Solid villain, I like, but my least favorite villain of the main Kung Fu Panda movies. And the main reason I think I put her in the top 5 is because not only can she transform into our OG favorite Kung Fu Panda villains, but she was also to bring back them, especially Tai Lung, who had dialogue, which is my personal fave. In the 3rd spot, we got Roz from The Wild Robot. You know me, I like my robots in disguise, and I like other robots too, and she was a lovely robot in a lovely movie. In my number 2 spot, we got Proxima Caesar from Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I like the way he looks, his voice, overall as a villain, and when the movie released, I couldn't stop saying, what a wonderful day! In my number 1 spot, to no surprise, Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic 3. I know he technically made his first ever appearance in the post-credit scene of Sonic 2, but he didn't do anything, and that was a post-credit scene, and that was very short, and he did everything in this movie, which I think he was done very well and great. I was very happy, and I consider Shadow in the same categories like Tai Lung in terms of my all-time faves. So yeah. I know this list consists of more villains and bad characters. It's just from 2024. There's a lot of sequels and prequels that had returning heroes, but more new villains. But I want to know from you, if 10 is too much to ask for, who is your top 5 new characters from 2024?